Now, with a GMA Health Alert about men and sunscreen. Nearly all men, more than 80%, report not using sunscreen, even as men experience higher rates of skin cancer than women. And our medical correspondent, Dr. Darien Sutton, is here with more. Good afternoon, Dr. Sutton. I'm thinking about the sun,
yes,
and it's coming down.
Yeah, and men aren't wearing sunscreen, not just a few, most. And I got a chance to speak to a dermatologist about the risk and the dangers that he's experienced firsthand and personally. Take a look. Daily sunscreen split along the gender line. One study from the CDC found that just 12% of men use sunscreen regularly, compared to almost a third of women. By age 65, men are twice as likely than women to develop melanoma. By age 80, that jumps to 2 to 3 times as likely. Dermatologist Dr. Anthony Rossi and Stephen Palmisi's friendship began when they were kids, growing up on Staten Island. What was skincare like in that time period?
Skincare was one-dimensional. It was if you're having acne outbreaks, you go to the dermatologist, you had a prescription for Retin A, and that was it.
I'm from like a very Italian family who were always tan, and they would be like, you need to go to the tanning salon because like you're so pale.
Was there any discussion about risk of sun damage?
There wasn't even a thought. It was I'd go out in the sun, I'm looking for a tan, going to the gym and looking good, and then having a tan that would enhance or sort of really show your muscles was kind of what the thought process was.
Dr. Rossi examined his friend's skin and discovered a concerning spot. That spot was melanoma. Stephen taking it as a wake-up call. A diagnosis of melanoma that he diagnosed in his friend.
Wow.
just from a routine exam. I think it's so important to understand the risks that are existing for all of us. Both of them under the age of 50, a really important discussion.
I cannot believe 80% of men don't wear it, but
I can.
It's really you see it every day.
I see it every day.
Yeah, and this is really just a huge wake-up call, I think. What are some of the early warning signs that men can look out for?
Understanding the important acronyms when you talk to dermatologists about that, A, B, C, D, E. This is how you take yourself through when you're examining in the bathroom, in the mirror, just in personal, when you want to know if something is a problem. Looking for asymmetry. Is it the same on both sides when you're inspecting a new lesion? The border, is it irregular? They can come in different colors, black, brown, blue, red. The diameter, if it's greater than 6 millimeters, the size of a pencil eraser, it definitely should be evaluated, and if it's evolving or changing over time.
What about the racial disparities in melanoma survival rates?
A great question, really important. As Black people, sometimes we don't talk about skin cancer a lot, even though if we are diagnosed, we are 3 times more likely to die from that diagnosis. And that's not because we're getting it more, but that's because we're getting treated later and we're getting diagnosed later. So it's really important to know, especially for those who have darker skin, to look in the areas where are not skin or sun exposed, because that can also unfortunately increase your risk. Looking at the palm of your hands, the soles of your feet, your fingernails, and always talking about new lesions, new signs. You want to make sure to get to the bottom of it.
My dermatologist just told me the next time I take my polish off to check my nails.
Absolutely.
I never would have even thought of that.
Really important.
Look at your nails.
Yeah.
Appreciate you bringing attention to this. Very good information.
Of course, yeah. We all should be protected, and wearing sunscreen will include it.
Yes, Will. We're going to get you a bottle. Thanks, Dr. Darien.